Hi Student Success, welcome to your week 1 assignment video part 1. I'm breaking this week's assignments into 2 videos just so it's not too lengthy to make sure that you can really understand everything that you have to do for this very first week of our course. So just a couple quick things. If you have not already watched the welcome video, I'm going to encourage you to check out the Start Here area, and you'll see right here there's a welcome video. This was also sent out in your email as well as in the announcements so that you could have it in a couple different places. Underneath that is a real quick, it's from last summer, but information is the same, just a real quick overview on how to access the discussion board and the email specifically, just in case you needed those pieces of information if you didn't need to rewatch the entire welcome video. Underneath that were some different discussion boards I talked about in that welcome video that you can check out that will be open all semester long, but they are not counted toward attendance. So please make sure that if you post in there, you know that that's not counted toward your weekly attendance. Underneath there are also the syllabi, both the master, just like the general syllabus, and then the class syllabus. And as I said before, you are more than likely not going to need the information in this area after the first couple weeks once you're more familiar with everything going on in the class. There's another link to the textbook there as well, but there will be also links inside every weekly folder as we go along. All right, so as we go down here, something else I want to point out, you do have a syllabus quiz that you need to take before you will be able to access and work on week 1 assignments. So when you get in here, you are more than welcome to have our syllabus from up here open in another window, or if you printed it off. When you go down here to take the syllabus quiz, it says required syllabus quiz. You'll hit launch quiz and you'll hit start quiz, and it'll help you go through a series of questions. I believe it'll look just like this on yours as well, all on the same page. And it's basically just a series of true-false questions, making sure that you're comfortable with the expectations for an online course. Once you hit that or complete it, you'll hit submit quiz, and then you'll be able to access week 1. So when I scroll down here, you're going to see week 1 videos and week 1 folder itself. Inside the week 1 videos, you'll see the chapter 1 lecture and the chapter 2 lecture. These are the videos that I used in spring 2025, so that's why you'll see our old LMS in there, but the content is still up to date and it's still exactly what we're talking about with these chapters this week. So chapter 1 and chapter 2 are the basis of the content for this first week's worth of assignments. I will also show you in the week 1 folder, we have a materials folder where there's a couple links with resources here, but then you'll also have the link that takes you directly to the chapter 1 text, so there that is, and then a link for chapter 2. So if you scroll down a little bit further, you'll also have slides that go over chapter 2 content. The chapter 1 slides were up there as well. So I do ask students to spend some time in the chapter somehow. So whether you're going to go through the slides, I will tell you the chapter 1 slides are really lengthy. So that's why maybe the lecture video might be a better fit for that one. The chapter 2 slides are not quite as lengthy. They're a little bit more manageable. So spend some time either looking through the chapter itself inside the textbook, take a look at the lecture videos up here, or take a look at the PowerPoints. Just interact with the text somehow so that you have a basis of understanding of what the content of your assignments will contain. You will also see a Title IX slideshow right here. This is going to help you with another assignment that we will go over this week. Underneath that online learning folder, there are some other links to resources and maybe questions you might have specifically dealing with online learning, and then a list of commonly accessed resources as well. So again, you may or may not need those, but they're all there in that week 1 folder as we're getting kind of started with the semester. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into our assignment folder. You are always going to have like an overview of what you're doing for the week whenever you click into the folder. I know this, not every single week is going to be this lengthy. There's not going to be this many resources or folders inside every week, but because it's the first week, there's just a lot. So typically your overview will be right up here. It's going to tell you, okay, we're in week 1 and week 2, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Here are the assignments that you're working on this week. You have 2 discussion boards and you have 3 assignments. You need to post your original response in both forums by Wednesday for week 1 attendance. So let's say that you only post in one, you're going to get half points. you need to post in both chapter 1 and chapter 2 to get full week 1 attendance by Wednesday night. And then you're going to respond to 2 classmates in each forum by Sunday. So that's 4 responses total. So that's what this right here is reminding you of. And then you have these 3 assignments that are also going to be due Sunday. Okay, so 5 assignments total. My video right now is just going to focus on these 2 discussion forums just so that this video isn't too lengthy, and then I'm going to come back with another video talking about those 3 assignments. So if we scroll down back to where it says assignments, here's chapter 1 and chapter 2. You can see the weeks are set. So when I click in here, I have the prompt right here. I can click on more and it has everything right here that I'm going to respond to. However, when I go to actually post my response, I'm going to click on go to topic, and that is going to take me right here. Here's where my actual discussion forum is. So this is the prompt that you are responding to by Wednesday for attendance, and then you responded to classmates by Sunday for points. Here we go. Part 1. You're going to introduce yourself to the class. So tell us a little bit about what you're going to school for, what is your major, what is your certificate, just a little bit about your name, if you go by something different than maybe what's posted, like a sentence or 2. Part 2 is like the meat of the prompt. So you're going to take a look. There are 9 topics here. Scroll down, you can see there's 9 of them. You are going to choose 4 of which to respond to. So let's say, just for, I'm going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever 4 that kind of look like you might be able to, like, yeah, I have a lot to say about that. It's almost like a fill in the blank. You're going to respond, let's say I pick attitude. My most negative attitude toward college is, whatever it is, maybe, oh, all the money it costs. Here's what I'll do to be more positive. Oh, I'm investing in myself. So like you're kind of just filling in those particular blanks with that topic. So you're going to choose 4 of those. So how I'm going to post, and underneath here, it gives you like an example. I'm going to hit start new thread. And then I might put like chapter 1 discussion. I will spell that correctly. And then right here is where I will post. And if I want, I might like copy paste up here. Maybe I did like 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. I'm going to copy and paste them, or I can retype down here, whatever is easiest for me. And then I will just type my post and hit post right there. Okay, so that is what my prompt is for chapter 1 discussion. I'm going to close out of that and I'll pull it back up real quick. So after I make my post, you will then get to see everyone else's posts. You will not get to see your posts, your classmates' posts until you post your original response. And then you go back in and you will hit respond to a classmate. And I do walk you through that in my welcome video if you're not sure how to respond to classmates. All right, so that's the chapter 1 discussion. The next one that you're going to do is the chapter 2 discussion. So we're going to go through the same process. It's right there, but then we're going to click go to topic. And here is the prompt here. Again, this is another by Wednesday. It looks very similar, only this time you only have 6 to choose from, and you are going to choose 4 of the 6. So again, let's say I want to do, 1, 3, 5, and 6. I don't know. I'm going to look and I'm going to fill in the blanks of the topic that I chose. So maybe I'm struggling with focus and motivation. When I'm not feeling motivated, I often do these things. I scroll TikTok. I will try to use these strategies to keep motivated and focus on the future. I will leave my phone away from me when I am doing work, or I will set timers, or I will reward myself with a coffee, whatever it might be. All right, and then again, you'll go down and you'll hit start new thread and you will do your post there. So for your discussion forums for this week, you want to post your original response in the chapter 1 and chapter 2 forums by Wednesday for week 1 attendance, and then go back in before Sunday and respond to 2 classmates in the chapter 1 discussion and 2 classmates in the chapter 2 discussion. So 4 responses total. If you're not sure again what to do for each week, remember we have a calendar feature. We have the overview in the week itself. I always put this out in every announcement I do for every week what you're doing, and it's on your syllabus. So lots of different places you can find this information. All right, so that is what you're doing for the discussion posts. I will come back with another video that is going to walk specifically just through these 3 assignments. I'll see you then.